On NYU's Summer in Dublin programme, our students spent 6 weeks living and studying at Trinity College, the very heart of Dublin City. We asked them what was most rewarding about the experience.
I think what's been most rewarding about this program is what I'm learning in class is translating to everything that I'm learning outside of the classroom. So we're in my contemporary literature class, we're reading all of these modern novels, and the fact that we get to live in Dublin while we read them adds like an entirely different and deeper meaning to the text.
I'm an Irish Studies minor at NYU, and getting the experience to actually take classes of Irish history and Irish culture and Irish language especially, classes that I might have taken at NYU, but now I feel like being in the atmosphere and taking them here is so much more rewarding because I get to actually go out and practice what I'm learning and like experience it and talk to people about what's going on.
We're not at an NYU in Dublin campus, that we're studying at Trinity, which is one of the foremost institutions of Ireland, and we've had a chance to live here.
It's not just any old college, this is a place where Irish history happened. And being able to be here and being able to have tourists come just to see where we are living is a really unbelievable experience.
I also liked how the program incorporated a lot of travel, so I saw a lot of different areas as opposed to one or two major cities.
Not only have we learned about Ireland and Irish history in our classroom settings, but we've gone out all over the country to all these different places for these really amazing weekend trips. And we've learned about Ireland and the history through living in these places.
You just get to go to places that are kind of off the beaten path. I mean, we go to school in New York, so you have the beautiful city and you love it, but at least with this trip you get Dublin, and then you also get to experience sort of the country life of Ireland.
I think the best memories have been made outside of the classroom on the trips that we've taken. I don't know of any other program that allows you to travel all over a country as NYU does. That's why I selected it.
I think the trips that we've been lucky enough to go on, they've been fantastic, especially trips to Belfast, Derry, Inishbofin, Gola, Tory, islands that people hardly go to ever.
We got to meet the king of Tory Island, who gave us a tour and was an incredibly interesting man.
They went around the island when they got the news from about the British ship coming to evict the people. They went around the island three days, 3 mornings in a row to carry out a terrace-more, the big terrace they called it, and prayed the whole way.
And it was just a really cool experience to have that, where most Irish people even would be surprised to hear that you've done this.
I think Inishbofin has been the most fun place to visit so far. I've never been there, and I found out I actually have friends and family on the island, which I did not know about before. I guess the Irish 6 degrees of separation have pulled through there.
Then we asked them to tell us about the classes they took and the faculty on the programme.
What can I not add? The staff is incredible. These people have been doing this program. It's been running for almost over 15 years now, I think, and so they know what they're doing. They know just how the country works, how to make American students fit in seamlessly to everything else that's going around in Ireland.
The courses were fantastic. I learned so much. I knew nothing about Irish history. I took the culture class and I learned so much. In addition to modern culture, it was really great.
Coursework is excellent. It's really totally manageable, especially over the summer. I've had a lot of time to explore and focus and study what I've been doing, and the staff has been supportive, and I've met a really great group of people here, which has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, the staff and the coursework are awesome. I mean, Connor's amazing. He's just got a PhD in Anglo-Irish literature, so he's the guy to go to, and he also knows everybody who's anybody in Dublin, so he's a really good resource to have. He kind of you'll read a book and he'll be like, oh, I grew up with that guy, and he's my friend, so he'll come in and talk to us about the book that he wrote. So you really can't get that experience anywhere else. And I also had a couple of professors from Trinity who were really, really amazing, really well versed in the subject they were teaching, and it helps when you have somebody who's passionate about what they're teaching.
The faculty here is incredible. Connor and John Waters have been amazing. My older brother and sister have both done the program, so we've known them for quite some time, and each experience has been so special and unique, and they've taught us a lot, and we really appreciate it.
I had never been to Ireland before, never mind out to the West. I found that to be extremely memorable. It surprised me in many ways, exceeded my expectations in almost every way. And I found that's something that will stick with me, definitely. But don't have to keep the memories, locked away, because I really do feel like I'll be returning. So,
I think overall this program has been my best NYU experience that I've had.
The NYU in Dublin program for me has been perfect as a capstone to my master's degree in Irish Studies.
Not only that, but I feel like I'm going to go home having truly experienced Ireland. Like, I know these Irishmen through and through, and they've taught me not only about what would be said in a textbook, but what they've experienced in their lives. Padraig walking us through the hunger strikes and the northern conflicts with Northern Ireland, he lived through that, and I had a teacher who lived through that, teaching that to me, and that was beyond incredible.
It's Brailum na HÉireann, which means I love Ireland, and I would live here if I could.
Tell me, Mom, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They stole my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Dublin City. She is a court in 1, 2, 3. Please don't you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high and snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as sweet